in the World Hurdle later on, the Ladbroke World Hurdle. Ashkazar 50-1. He just didn't quite cope in the Fred Winter a couple of years ago, giving lumps of weight away to a horse that runs later on. Our Father, one of a few greys in this race, hacked up last time, one of 3 trained by David Pite, who's 6-1 favourite now.
Russian War, Gordon Elliott. This fella's won 8 races in total, but he's lost his way in the last 6 or 7 months, so you want to come back to his best to have a shot here.
Petit Four's been running over fences, looks well enough. He's 33-1 for Willie Twiston Davis. A little bit of money for him this morning.
Rick is Desi Hughes' horse. They've been running well of late. He's been there or thereabouts in a few handicaps. He's not without an each way chance on his Berry Vest runs. He's been competing at a high level.
So Kesbar had a good season last year, ending with 2 wins. That meant he was fairly high in the handicap at the start of the season. He hasn't recaptured his best yet, though he wasn't far off it last time. Tribulation, sorry.
Just missed Sergeant Gibbs there in the middle, 7. He's got a good each-way chance as well to a likely race, give a bit of trouble for a year was off, but he's a pretty decent horse with this race in mind, and Willie's on fire.
Cape Tribulation is a horse who's been running over fences, back over hurdles last time, shaped pretty well. If he can step up on that, he should be in the shake-up. And Son of Vic was a horse who promised much over fences on his first start, got it all wrong second time, now he's back over hurdles. He's unexposed, but there has to be concern about some of Paul's horses.
OK, 11 is Pinot de Rey, stays very well. Mobby has an outside chance, and the same can be said about Catch Me in the JP colours now. A very good horse on his day, but has to come back to his best.
And we've got Buena Vista, who's looking to win this for the 3rd time. The ground's just come right for him. Big ride for Tom Bellamy, takes £10 off his back. Across the bay, comes from a really good race up at Haydock that was won by Dynas. Synchronised ran in that. Houblon des Obeaux won here and then ran well last time. Only a young horse, 33-1.
Palace Jester and Reindeer Dippin, good solid handicappers, already been in the winners' enclosure this season. There might be 1 or 2 better handicapped here. Cantlow for Paul Webber is a horse who looked at one stage as though he might shape up into a really good animal, but he's been struggling a bit for form. Kaif Aramis has been a super servant. He's had some good days around here before, but he's almost old enough to smoke now. Barwell Bridge ran on the all-weather on the flat last time in Jumper's Bumper, but he'd been running well over hurdles prior to that. The Hilovushnik has had a terrific season, rattling off 3 wins. Maybe exposed last time, but it was a good race and the ground was very bad. He's probably a bit better than he showed there.
And the great Prince Eric, he stays well. He was placed in this race before, no doubt has his shout.
Scottsbrook Cloud, a little bit disappointing last time, but he's been in really good form and he's hardly been out of the places. Didn't cope with the ground like some behind Cape Tribulation. And Bellflower Boy, definitely not without a chance. He's 25-1 Bellflower Boy, but he's got 1 or 2 useful bits of form.
Are you looking for better?
12-1 with Boyle Sports this morning, now 7-1 here on the course. And David Pipe's other runner, this Our Father, is into 11-2. Buena Vista, though, the public love the horse.
Restless Harry is my spring in the market, along with Barwell Bridge. Big negative, Son of Vic and Catch Me, but Son of Vic you can't give away.
So they're coming in. And away they go for this Pertemps final, just under 2 circuits ahead of them. Rick is the first to bound on the grey Our Father, the fancied Our Father, towards the inside. Palace Jester is handy in Trevor Hemmings' colours, the green and yellow quarters with the white sleeves across the bay towards the outside as they landed over the first flight. Ashkazar tracks the leaders. Pinot de Rey towards the inside. We're expecting Buena Vista to be handy. He's just in behind the leaders at the moment in the headgear. Of course, he made so much of the running to win this race last year, running at his 8th festival, Buena Vista, and now getting near the front in the hands of Tom Bellamy. Jumping the next, and a brilliant jump from Buena Vista there. Takes him into the lead. From Palace Jester on the near side, Rick is close up, Petit Four. Then Kaif Aramis and Ashkazar in the green sleeves. Pinot de Rey round the inside. Out wider is Prince Eric and Restless Harry. Houblon des Obeaux in a red jacket is chasing the leaders, and they're followed by the Hilovushna and Bellflower Boy towards the inside. Back in the field, Son of Vic with Cape Tribulation as they jump the next, and then Sergeant Gibbs in a pink jacket towards the outside of the field. Our Father, after a prominent early position, has dropped back. Cantlow, Catch Me towards the rear of the field as well as they take the left-hand turn and begin to swing downhill. And it is Kaif Aramis and Palace Jester who are disputing the running here. Tom Bellamy and Richie McClernand side by side. Kaif Aramis, another former winner of this race, in 3rd place. Then Rick and Petit Four. followed by Ashgazar and Pinot de Rey on the inside. The Hillevishner further back with Houblon des Obeaux. Restless Harry to the outside across the bay is also very wide with Sergeant Gibbs and Prince Eric, another of the greys, as they clear the next flight of hills. Our Father, the light green jacket on the inside, well back now, and also towards the rear, Barwell Bridge. Also at the back is Russian War, and across the bay and Sir Kesbar as they swing left-handed and head towards the stands. Long run to the next, and it's Palace Jester and Buena Vista. Followed in third by Cape Aramis. Ashgazar is fourth. Fifth on the outside is Petit Four. Then Rick follows with Pinot de Rey, Obeaux des Obeaux, and then further back Prince Eric, Bellflower Boy, the inside of the Hillevishner and Son of Vic. Restless Harry next, then Our Father, Cape Tribulation, Reindeer Dippin and Sergeant Gibbs, followed by Catch Me, coaxed into that one. A little what was Barwell Bridge, who just got caught in behind Reindeer Dippin. Up the inside, Scotsbrook Cloud from Cantlow, and then Sir Kesbar across the bay towards the back with Russian War. Heading into the back straight now at the end of a circuit in this Pertemps final, and it's Palace Jester on the inside of the dual winner Buena Vista with Cape Aramis back in third. Petit Four to the outside of Ashgazar in the noseband, then Rick on the inside of Houblon des Obeaux, and they are followed further back by Prince Eric and Son of Vic, getting a bit closer. Cape Tribulation in a very pale jacket from Catch Me. Our Father is going a little better now and improving on the leaders as they head down the back straight, and Palace Jester just going a couple of lengths ahead there of Buena Vista. Then Cape Aramis, one or two getting a little bit out of contention at the back of the field. Across the bay is quite well back. Pulling up is Barwell Bridge, and Sir Kesbar is well out of it as well as they clear the next flight, and it's Palace Jester that continues to make it in the Trevor Hemmings colours. Buena Vista coming under a bit of pressure in second place. Cape Aramis is right there, the former winner, the winner in 2009. They're followed by Rick in fourth and Petit Four, and then Son of Vic and Ashgazar, Houblon des Obeaux, and Our Father round the inside of Pinot de Rey, and then Sergeant Gibbs as they clear the flight going up the hill. One of them knocked it flat. Our Father it might have been, and it's Palace Jester that continues to make it, and they'll shortly be running downhill left-handed. Palace Jester, Buena Vista just fading into third now as Cape Aramis goes up into second place with just two flights left to jump, but a long way out here as they start to run left-handed and down the hill. Chasing them is Rick on the inside in the black and yellow jacket, Son of Vic in the shades of blue. Cantlow is one that's making very good progress with Cape Tribulation, Houblon des Obeaux and Reindeer Dippin. Our Father under pressure. Russian War is one that's picking up from the rear of the field as they go down towards the second last. Palace Jester coming under pressure. Cape Aramis alongside, jumping two out. They're followed by Son of Vic and Rick and Cantlow, who continues to make progress in the yellow with the green cap, followed next by Reindeer Dipping, Cape Tribulation. Catch Me trying to run on as well as they make the turn for home, and this long aching run to the final flight. And it up front, Cape Aramis, Palace Jester under pressure. Cape Tribulation coming there very powerfully with Cantlow on the near side, and it's Cantlow and Cape Tribulation. These two gallop on. Catch Me is chasing after them as they're still 100 yards off the final flight. In behind them, Son of Vic, then Reindeer Dippin and Houblon des Obeaux. Cantlow and Cape Tribulation from Catch Me as they race now at the final flight. Cape Tribulation jumped it fluently. Cantlow on the near side, Catch Me on the far side. It's Cape Tribulation that just leads up the hill and begins to extend now. And Cape Tribulation goes on from Catch Me. Cape Tribulation and Dennis O'Regan wins the Pertemps final from Catch Me in second, Cantlow third, didn't quite get up the hill, followed by Houblon des Obeaux, a long gap to Reindeer Dippin and Rick, and then Bellflower Boy, Restless Harry, Russian War running on, Prince Eric, Cape Aramis, Palace Jester, Buena Vista, then Pinot de Rey. Our Father well beaten in the end, along with Sergeant Gibbs and Petit Four and Ashgazar, and right out the back across the bay and Scotsbrook Cloud. And so it's gone to Cape Tribulation, and a typically patient ride here from Dennis O'Regan, who enjoyed his finest moments at this meeting on Ingles Driva. Just went through a little bit of a quiet period in his career, but this season he has really shone. He has shown himself to be an excellent horseman, and produced to lead, going to the last with Cantlow on the near side, McCoy on Catch Me on the far side with every chance jumping the last. But up the hill, Cape Tribulation, a horse tipped up by our own Jim McGrath earlier on today, has proved just the stronger.
Oh, Dennis, that makes up for the bad luck you had yesterday when Cottonville jinxed out and deposited you.
Yeah, thank you, Alice. It means a lot to have a winner here, and haven't had a winner here for a long time, I suppose. He's a great little horse, this. Malcolm Jefferson's been very good. You know, he had a lovely run head up the last day, finished fourth, and great training performance to get him here in this kind of form. And I suppose I'm happy in a way to ride a winner for the North.
Absolutely, it's an emotional, isn't it? Because you know, it's tough.
It's very tough, Alice, and especially being a freelance. I'm just so grateful to have a winner, and when he drove him through the line, I hope I'm okay there. But lovely, lovely horse. I'm just really pleased to get a winner.
Well, listen, absolutely fantastic. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Dance.